Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the officials for match number 39 of the girls division. First referee, Choi Bukit. Second referee, Iñaki Ramos. Let us now meet the starters first for National University Nazareth School Lady Bullpups. Outside hitter number 4, Yesha Noseha. Opposite hitter number 613, Captain Kian Olango. Middle blocker number 11, Robbie Cilia. Center number 13, Karil Miranda. Another middle blocker number 14, Bien Bansil. Outside hitter number 19, Celine Marsh. And the starting libero number 9, Icy Zapata. Coaching the Lady Bullpups is Norman Miguel. It is now time to meet the starters for the University of the Philippines Integrated School Junior Fighting Maroons. Middle blocker number 2, Sofia Inandan. Playing opposite hitter 13, captain number 10, Janela Guarino. Outside hitter number 13, Risa Canoni Sato. Middle blocker number 15, Anya Calio. Center number 16, Chloe Long. Outside hitter number 20, Ninya Abad. And the libero number 11, Trisha Leguia. Coaching the Junior Fighting Maroons is Andy Fiel.
And it's time to meet the starting lineup. Starting, of course, the Lady Bullpups will be bannered by Olango, Bansil, Noseha, Marsh, Cilia, Miranda, and Cepada as their starting libero. Meanwhile, moving on the other side of the court, the UPIS Fighting Maroons will be bannered by Inandan, Abad, Long, Guarino, Canonizado, Calio, and Leguiab as their starting libero. Now, today's game is still very much important for both our teams. We open it with set number 1, and doing the honors of serving is none other than Karil Miranda of the NUNS. Now, I've mentioned a while ago, this game is very much important for both our teams. NUNS wants to build off momentum as they will currently face off on a challenging Final Four campaign. Despite their rocky start at the start of the season, they were able to still secure that last Final Four spot with a 6-4 standing. And that block, courtesy of Bien Bansil, will give off our first point here in favor of NUNS. And Miranda is still preparing to serve here for the second time in today's game. NUNS with an early lead here. Meanwhile, UPIS is still looking for win number 1. And again, they are ending their campaign in today's game, so they really wanted to end it with a strong note. Let's take a look at this replay attack courtesy of Yesha Noseha, one of the new starting players for NUNS in today's game. And score now is 2-0 as Karil Miranda sends this ball in. Long will set it up to Guarino. Guarino sends it over. A free chance ball here for Noseha with that quick kill. And NUNS will score their third point. What a quick rally so far here for NUNS. Easy finish there by Noseha. Another point for this girl for today's game. What a great way to start things off here for NUNS. Meanwhile, Long will set it quick to Inandan, but dug up by NU. Marsh from behind, and down the line as Celine Marsh scores for the first time here in today's game. And of course, we gotta take a look back at this attack. What a great elevation, and even perfect finish there. And down the line for NUNS, scoring quite a lead now here early on. 4-0 is our score. Miranda still serving. Long to Inandan, but dug up by NU. Olango will give it a try, and another cross scored down the line attack there for NU, this time courtesy of their team captain, Kian Olango. So far, UPIS still scoreless at this point of our first set, as Karil Miranda is still serving for NU here. And that serve will go outside, and now finally a chance for UPIS to pick up the pace here. And their setter, who also plays as their opposite spiker, Chloe Long, will be sending this ball in, 1 serving 5. Again, the Fighting Maroons have so far lost their first 9 matches of season 86. Their last win came against De La Salle Zobel, and their second to the last match of season 85. And Coach Andy Fiel, of course, is the new coach of the Fighting Maroons this season. They're coming off a loss to FEU de Liman this past Sunday. And so momentum is definitely not in their favor, but still much more optimism for the UPIS, as Long will set it up to Guarino. And the team captain, Janela Guarino, scores for UP with that off-the-block attack there. And let's take a look at this replay. Great set there by Long. And Janela Guarino really outsmarting those 2 blockers in front of her. And this time, Nina Abad sends that ball in. And net touch was called on NUNS. And UPIS slowly inching their way here. They're now only down by 3 after that slow start with a 5-point deficit at the start of our first set. Nina Abad sends his ball in, dug up by NU. Olango will give it a go. Chloe Long was there. Guarino will send it over. Chance here for NU. Miranda with a quick to Bansil. And a strong hammer will finish the play here. Bien Bansil scores for NU. Let's take a look at this replay. Great connection between Karil Miranda and Bien Bansil. We love how Karil Miranda is really maximizing not just her wingers, but also her middle blockers. And Bien Bansil will send this ball in, an almost service ace. Scratch that, it is a service ace for this middle blocker, Bien Bansil. Of course, here's the replay of that great serve for courtesy of Bien Bansil, scoring already, making things happen here for NU early on. 8 serving 3 is our score. Let's see how UPIS will try to answer back, and Janelle Guarino will answer back right away with a similar attack from her previous point earlier, but this time on the opposite position. Versatility is definitely in the vocabulary of this team captain. Meanwhile, Sofia Inandan, one of the youngest players for UP, only in grade 8, sends that ball in. Marsh was blocked by UP. Marsh will give it a go again, and this time pushes through those blockers in front of her. Celine Marsh scores for NUNS. This great find there, not giving up despite those 2 blockers in front of her. After all, she is last season's 2nd best outside hitter. And in the meantime, speaking of titles, Kian Olango is season 85's most valuable player. Guarino, another chance ball for NU here. This time Celia with a quick, but dug up by Inandan. Guarino off the block there, and a 2 double touch will be called, and Janela Guarino scores once again for UP. Talk about spirit. And this team captain is really leading the team in terms of the Fighting Maroon spirit here. Again, they are still looking for that first win, so they really want to end season 86 with a loud note. Marsh, speaking of loud attack there, Celine Marsh finishes that quick and answers right away for NUNS. They regain their 5-point lead here. And fresh from that point, she will give it a go at the service line. 10-5 is our score. So far, NU has been executing much more consistent attacks here, and UPIS has given up another chance ball here for NU. This time, the newly player came in for a substitution. Yesha Noseha scores for NUNS again. 11-5 is now our score after this great combination play executed by the Lady Bullpups. That is all courtesy of Yesha Noseha, one of the outside spikers for NUNS this season. Celine Marsh with a great serve there. Guarino will set it up. Another chance ball given up by UP here. And Celia making the most out of those chance balls here. Let's take a look at this replay on that, what happened. Celia with a quick finish there, finding that hole on the backcourt of UP. And NUNS now at a staggering 7-point lead in our set number 1. Again, this is our last and final game in our Thursday triple header. We want to thank those tuning in through the Pilipinas Live, available for Filipinos everywhere. Meanwhile, that point by Yesha Noseha with that smart, quick regalo will give NUNS an 8-point lead now. 13-5 is our score. And Celine Marsh and the rest of the Lady Bullpups quite on a run here. She sends this ball in and a service ace. This time, Celine Marsh really not making it easy for UPIS to make a run here. And this will be Coach Andy Fial's cue to call on a timeout. Of both our teams, NUNS and UPIS, in attendance here inside the Adamson University Gymnasium. Thank you so much for tuning in. Also those through our online Pilipinas Live and those tuning in at the UAAP Varsity channel. 14-5 is our score. And Celine Marsh has been serving so far, for NUNS. They are at a comfortable 9-point lead here, courtesy of these chance balls have not been helping UPIS. In the meantime, that attack by Canonizado will go outside. NUNS now at a 10-point lead, and Celine Marsh is still serving. Meanwhile, this girl, Yesha Noseha, has been one of the go-to scorers so far for NU here. Celine Marsh sends his ball in and an almost service ace. After that, another service ace for Celine Marsh. And the NUNS, just like that, is at an 11-point lead now. Meanwhile, some substitutions have come in for UP. We have Mira Liano earlier in your screens coming in for UP. This is Coach Andy Fial's lineup. Let's see how this will help UP. They are currently down by 11 now. And another service ace. Celine Marsh continues to score for NU here. 12 points is their lead now after the sharp serve. Celine Marsh not getting tired at the service line. And so far, those first balls have been a problem here for UPIS. Let's see how they try to make it up. And another service ace there for Celine Marsh. Again, these receptions have been killing UPIS so far. And Celine Marsh, on the other hand, just continues to serve here at this service line and continue to pick up the pace for NU. They are now at a 13-point lead. In the meantime, Celine Marsh is waiting for the signal from our first referee. There's the whistle. Now a better first ball there for UP. Liano sends that ball in, but dug up by Olango. Will give it a go, but straight through the net, head straight to the net. And free point here for UPIS after that attack error. And hoping to make things differently here for UPIS. 6-18. They are down by 12 points as Mira Liano, grade 11, opposite Heather, sends this ball in. Miranda sets it quick to his middle, but the blockers of UP were there. Dailisan from behind, dug up by UP. And that soft tip, hoping, but goes not over the net. But that was Nina Abad. So far, Coach Andy Fiel giving her some reminders here after these errors have been costing UPIS so far. They are now down by 13. Meanwhile, Celia sends that ball and a service ace this time around, courtesy of Robbie Celia. And this will be another cue for Coach Andy Fiel to call on this timeout. Again, the fans of Chloe Long and the rest of the UPIS Fighting Maroons are in attendance here in San Marcelino, Manila. After all, the UPIS are now playing their last and final game here in the UAAP season 86. So much is really at stake. They really want to end on a strong note. After all, they are still looking on that win number 1. Meanwhile, the NUNS in our game today, set number 1, they are quite at a lead, 18 points ahead of UP as this middle blocker, Robbie Celia of the NUNS, will give it a go at the service line. And that unfortunately goes outside, and a chance now for UP to make up for their deficit. And some substitutions coming in. Kaira Hernandez, their second setter, will be coming in here to replace Janela Guarino. Meanwhile, at the service line is Anya Calio, soft tip there by Bansil, but dug up by UP. Long will send it over. Olango with that first ball. Karil Miranda with a 1-2 play. Not effective for UP here. Long will give it a go. And this time, ball is still alive. So far, one of the longest rally we have today. Karil Miranda will send it up quick to Nocella. But great coverage by UP. Unfortunate attack there by Hernandez, hoping to make that 1-2 play. It just barely goes through over the net as NUNS will score off from that attack error. And meanwhile, Cerneche will be coming in along with Peñol to replace Miranda and Olango at this point of our set number 1. Again, NUNS really is quite at a comfortable lead here. And that so far they are now 4 points away from closing this first set. As Cheska Peñol, their second setter, will give a service ace right away after coming in today's game. Let's take a look at this replay. What a great find. Great substitution there by Coach Norman Miguel as Peñol scores right away. Meanwhile, Canonizado and the rest of the UP Fighting Maroons still finding their groove here in our set number 1. And another service ace for Peñol will now give NUNS 2 points away from securing this first set. The players of NUNS really looking the light at the end of the tunnel here. Meanwhile, Hernandez and the rest of the UPIS Fighting Maroons still holding on, and now we see better first balls here on the side of UP. And a chance now here for UP. Hernandez will set it quick to her middle, but that goes straight to the net. And just like that, NUNS is now at our set point in set number 1, and Cheska Peñol is still serving here. So far, 2 service aces right under her name after coming in at this point of set number 1. 24 servings 7 and make that 3 service aces for Cheska Piñol, and closing set number 1 in favor of the NUNS Lady Bulldogs. This was that finishing service ace, courtesy again of this second setter, Cheska Piñol. And ladies and gentlemen, set number 1 goes in favor of the NUNS Lady Bulldogs. Let's take a look at what happened in our opening set here. In our last and final game, it was a quick run by NUNS, and it's all because of those service aces, courtesy of Celine Marsh and of course their team captain Kian Olango. And so far, these errors of UPIS have really not helped them in our set number 1, as NUNS were able to establish a staggering, confident lead all throughout set number 1. Let's take a look at our score there. We have 25-7 in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. We'll be back with set number 2 when we return. And welcome back. You are still watching the game between the UPIS Fighting Maroons, playing on their last game here in season 86, as they currently face a formidable NUNS Lady Bulldogs. And it was the first set dominated by the NUNS Celine Marsh and the rest of the Lady Bulldogs. Will they be able to keep their momentum, or will Lagiab and the rest of the Fighting Maroons manage a comeback here in this second set, especially when it comes to reception and minimizing their errors? And meanwhile, we open set number 2, and doing the honors of serving first is the team setter, Chloe Long of the UPIS, only in grade 11. And Bien Bancil with a quick finish there to open things up here for NUNS. Bien Bancil so far also contributed in that first set run, and she is definitely continuing that same aggression and power here in our set number 2. And she will be giving it a go here at the service line. And another service ace for NUNS, this time by Bien Bancil. Let's take a look at this replay here of sharp serve right down the line for Bien Bancil. And so far, these service aces of the NUNS, just like in that first set, has definitely been helping the team pick up the pace here. And speaking of service aces, another one for Bien Bancil. NUNS now at a 3-point lead right away. Meanwhile, Coach Andy Piao giving her girls some reminders for better first ball here. Again, these reception errors have been costing them so far, so they really want to work on that. Let's take a look at this. Quite better first ball there. Lagiab will send it over to NU. Miranda sets it up to Cernecha from behind, but dug up by Lagiab. Guarino will give it a go, and that's down the line. Cross-court attack for the team captain, Janela Guarino, scoring that first point for UP here. And this better reception is definitely the foundation for better plays here for UP. And on the other hand, Nina Abad, one of the youngest players also of UP, only in grade 8. Meanwhile, Celine Marsh answers back right away with that strong hammer. Already finding that hole in the blockers in front of her. And NUNS regain their 3-point lead here. And meanwhile, doing the honors of serving is Harleen Cerneche of NU. Lagiab with that first ball. Dug up by NU. Miranda with a quick set to Marsh, but Long was there. Guarino will tip it over. Battle of the net there. Conquered by the Lady Bulldogs. Celine Marsh really maximizing her height here. Look at her go there. Look at that elevation. Really just denying that smart play there by Guarino. Meanwhile, Cerneche is still serving here for NU. And that service ace this time around for Harleen Cerneche. Again, these service aces has really making things happen for NU so far here. They are now at a 5-point lead. 6-1 is our score. Inandan and the UPIS Fighting Maroons still finding their groove in receiving these balls. That was an attempt for a quick regalo there by Salazar, but went straight to the net. And a chance for UP to pick up the pace here. And Sofia Inandan, one of the grade 8 players of UP. Again, we are really looking at a young lineup for UPIS this season. None of them will be graduating, so we'll probably see the same lineup for season 87. Let's take a look at the service ace by Sofia Inandan. This time on the UPIS squad. Great celebration there by the Fighting Maroons, as they are not letting this lead go any bigger, just like that in that first set. Sofia Inandan will send this ball in. Salazar with a quick there, but dug up by UP. Long will send it over. Chance here for NU now. They give it back to Cerneche. Long was there again. So far, better receptions here by UP. Miranda gives it to Marsh. But again, Inandan was there. And another chance here for NU. Ball is still alive. Miranda, this time, goes to Salazar. And Salazar finishes that rally in favor of NU. Let's take a look at this great rally executed by both our teams. And that was that quick finish there by Pat Salazar, scoring the 7th point for NU, as Celine Marsh will give it a go again at the service line. So far, she has made some great service aces in that first set. UP with better first ball here. Miranda with a 1-2 play. Too smart there for UPIS. Halil Miranda has really made a name for herself here in season 86. Remind you, she has taken the reins as a setter only here in season 86, but she has been playing quality minutes here for NU. And Celine Marsh still at the service line, and another service ace there for this girl, Celine Marsh. She is last season's second best outside hitter. And the NUNS fans here inside the Adamson University Gymnasium really showing so much support as their team is now at a 6-point lead. 9-3 is our score. This time, another chance ball for NU. Miranda will set it quick to Salazar, but Long was there. Leguia will set it over to Guarino, but blocked by NU. Guarino will give it another go. And this time goes off the block. Janela Guarino is still not giving up for her team. And this is her recent off-the-block attack there. Team captain really keeping the morale high here for UPIS. And she will be sending this ball in after that score. Meanwhile, Miranda will set it quick to Dailisan. But Leguia was there. Long sets it up, but dug up by NUNS. Dailisan will give it another go. And then Dailisan scores for NUNS. Just hammering down that net defense there by UPIS. And NUNS now at a 6-point lead. Meanwhile, Pat Salazar, one of their middle blockers, will be sending this ball in. Dug up by Abad. Long with a 1-2 play, but well read by NU. Marsh from behind. And a violation was called on NUNS. And a free point here for UP now. Some substitutions are coming in. Canonizado will be back in the game to send this ball in here. 5 serving 10. UPIS still behind by 5 here, but so far they are not letting this lead go any bigger, just like in that first set. Unfortunate service error there will shift back the momentum here to NU. 11-5. Coach Andy Phil shaking his head. Again, these errors have been really costing his team today. And meanwhile, Karil Miranda will send this ball in down the line. Another service ace for NUNS. And let's take a look at this great find there by Karil Miranda, really targeting that pole in the court of UP, and she will give it another go here at the service line. Guarino with that first ball long sets it up, and a chance here for NU. They give it back to Dailisan. And another net touch was called there. I believe it was on Dailisan. UPIS is still holding on here. Let's take a look at this net touch called. There, it was Dan Dailisan who touched the net there. And a free point here for UPIS. Let's see how they try to make this out of. And a service ace. Great way to start things here as that service ace by Anya Calio. It's only in grade 9, by the way, as I was mentioning a while ago. None of the UPIS players are in grade 12, and so they are definitely looking for more experience, even though this is their last game already here in season 86. I'm sure they have a lot more experience and potential for the next seasons to come, and that will be another point for UPIS after that long attack there by Serneche. As Anne Calio will return to serve here for UPIS. 8 serving 12. Unfortunately, it goes straight to the net there. And that service error will shift back the momentum to NU. Dan Dailisan scored already, quite a few for NU already. And she will give it a go here at the service line. Guarino with that over receive. Serneche tries to execute a regalo there, but hits the net on her way down. And Coach Norman Miguel again has taken the reins for NUNS for the first time here in season 86. Meanwhile, Chloe Long, UPIS really not letting the lead go any bigger here. Unfortunate service error. And NU will regain back its 5-point lead here. Meanwhile, Bien Bansil will give it a go at the service line. 14 serving 9. Bien Bansil is the middle blocker and also a consistent player so far here. And speaking of consistency, take a look at that service ace by Bien Bansil. Here's a replay of what happened there. Great find. That was a strong serve there, courtesy of the middle blocker. And NUNS is now 6 points in the lead. They are looking on establishing a lead here, just like in that first set. Meanwhile, that attack by Nina Abad goes a little too long there. And NUNS slowly building up their lead here. They're now up by 7. Bien Bansil returns to the service line. Again, at the NUNS back-to-back defending champions, they have so far an up and down season 86. They've struggled against the other Final Four teams but have done well against the other squads. And last Saturday, they were able to sweep Ateneo, so they're looking at doing the same. But the Fighting Maroons are not making it easy here. Let's take a look at that solid block by Nina Abad and Sofia Inandan. Still holding on to this game. They are now only down by 6. Nina Abad will send this ball in. It's Pat Salazar with a quick tip there. Will score right away for NU. Let's take a look at this recent play there. Miranda with a great serve and Salazar smartly adjusting her attack and scoring right away for the Lady Bullpups. Meanwhile, Hardin Serneche will send this ball in. Leguia with that first ball. Guarino will send it over. Miranda sets it to Marsh. Leguiev tries to dig it. And Celine Marsh will score from the outside. Look at her go. Proving to us why she is last season's second best outside hitter. As Lot Herneche returns to serve here. 18 serving 10. NU quite a comfortable lead here. Let's see how UP will try to answer back. That attack by Guarino was denied. This time Miranda will set it to Cerneche, adjusting midair and finding that hole in UP and scores right away. Lot Cerneche, after that attack, is now readying to serve this ball. But in the meantime, Coach Andy Fiel and the UP Fighting Maroons will be on this timeout. And we're back, the NUNS. We have the drum squad really proving their support here, solid support for the NUNS squad. We have Denday Lisan so far, and the rest of her squad at a comfortable lead here, 9 points ahead, as Lot Cerneche will give it a go again at the service line. Again, we would like to thank those tuning in through the Pilipinas Live, available for Filipinos everywhere. You can also catch more high school volleyball action at the UAAP Varsity channel on Signal TV. And that is a quick point right away for NUNS. Solid net defense so far, executed by our Lady Bullpups. And meanwhile, another timeout will be called here by Coach Andy Fiel. And 2010 is our score. Coach Andy Fiel called on that timeout as his squad is currently down by 10 here. Meanwhile, Janela Guarino still holding on, keeping the morale high here for the rest of the UPIS Fighting Maroons. And Tizon will be coming in for NUNS. Her squad is up by 10. And it's all because of these girls. One of them is Lot Cerneche, who is sending this ball in. Better first ball so far here by UP, but even better blocks there by Pat Salazar. Let's take a look at this replay of a huge block there by Pat Salazar, just denying those attacks for UP. Consistency has definitely been helping NUNS pick up the pace here, as they are now 4 points away from taking the second set in our game. And that service ace, another service ace for Lot Herneche. And I've mentioned this countless of times already, service aces has definitely been helping NUNS so far in today's game. We've been hearing a lot from their players. In the meantime, some substitutions are coming in for UPIS. 22-10 is our score. And Lot Cerneche, another service ace right down the corner of the court of UP. Let's take a look at the sharp of the serve there by Harleen Cerneche. She is an opposite hitter, but has also been contributing a lot in terms of her serves in today's game. NUNS 2 points away here from set number 2. And another service ace. Lot Cerneche is not getting tired as well at the service line. Seems like NUNS is really getting quite comfortable serving the ball here, and they are now at set point, or set number 2 in today's game. Harleen Cerneche, let's take a look at this, another serve. And finally, the ball goes over there. Miranda will set it quick to their outside, but dug up by Leguiev. Guarino will send it over. Cerneche was there. And a quick there, Pat Salazar. Close as set number 2 for NUNS. Let's take a look at that finishing play there. Pat Salazar, great connection with Karil Miranda, maximizing her middle blockers as well. really putting up a fight here for set number 2. Let's take a look at what happened there. It was another dominating set for our NUNS Lady Bulldogs. Consistency has definitely been the key for them. They were able to execute much more consistent attacks. Miranda from maximizing her middle blockers and wing spikers. And those service aces has definitely picked up the pace here for NUNS that allowed them, again, just like in set number 1, manage a dominating lead and eventually led them take home set number 2 in today's game. Let's take a look at our score. 25-7, 25-10, all in favor of the NUNS Lady Bulldogs. We'll be back with set number 2 after this break.